Oh yeah. Bro. Oh, smile, 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 smile.
Good afternoon. I'm Major Nordui. I'm John Galarza with the Sergeant at Arms of the class of '06. And now with the oh my God. Ruth Sayed, Kyle Brown, and who else? Lanisha Dukes.
My name is Angelique Carolinas, and on behalf of the class of 2006, I would like to welcome you to our graduation ceremony. And now, give a warm welcome to our principal, Mr. Michael Hanna.
Good afternoon, everyone. I thought my last address to a graduating class would be last year when I was retiring, but the city of Bridgeport had some different plans for me, and I just wanted to say I thank you for the opportunity working for your students this year. They've been a wonderful group that I've worked with since February. I would be remiss not to thank the person who really guided them for most of their careers. Mrs. Cynthia Fernandez, who was in the back. I think we owe her a nice round of applause. Mrs. Fernandez, you were the nice principal that they all liked. I was allowed one, but they didn't work. First, I'd like to thank all the teachers, and I think they deserve a nice round of applause for working with your children for all the time. Especially the grade 8 teachers and the music department, art department who put this together, and all those people who work in the background getting the refreshments ready. Those deserve a nice round of applause. And the graduating class, I think you owe your parents a nice round of applause for all they did. This is their first step in their quest for higher education. All I can tell you as a parent myself, and not a principal, this is the hardest part that you have to get over, getting them through 8th grade. And as you know, these next 4 years are going to go very, very quickly. I can actually remember changing diapers, and now that I'll be changing my grandkids' diapers. So it's very important that you follow them very closely, work with them, monitor what they do, make sure they're in the right paths, and make sure you know who they hang around. Get them involved in wholesome activities so that they will succeed and reach the goals they set for themselves. I wish them all the very, very best. I know I've only been with you a short time, but if any of you need me for anything, you can contact me through the Board of Education, and I will be glad to do whatever I can to assist you in whatever endeavors you want. Congratulations to you parents. It shows that a lot of hard work you've done with your children, and I wish you and them all the success in the world. Good luck to all of you.
Hello, my name is Ronnie Bertzis, and I am class secretary of the Working Together Club. It gives me great pleasure to introduce our class president and class salutatorian, Danielle Rivera.
Good afternoon, parents, teachers, and fellow graduates. We all have many memories at Park City Magnet, and it is and always will be a part of our life that we will never forget. All the memories, laughs, and tears we shared will stay with us forever. Let me share with you a few of my memories. Most of us don't remember what we did when we were younger, but I remember when we were little 5-year-olds running around the playground and getting in trouble. We would kick sand at each other, and although we knew it was wrong, we still did it because we thought it was funny. You would never think that kindergartners would be thinking about boys. Not this class. They started early. A lot of the girls thought one single boy was cute, and they would chase him around the playground as if chasing him would have made him like them more. It is good to see that some things never change. The girls are still chasing boys around. Anyone Daniel's class in 4th grade and didn't pay attention or maybe fell asleep in class would never forget the ruler she would take out and tap it on the head with to get your attention. 5th grade was a disaster in itself when we got locked in the conference room. Most of us thought it was funny, while others couldn't wait to get out. Although we have many of our own memories that we share with each other, we can't forget the memories with the teachers that we have moved on to other adventures have left us with. Let's start with Mr. Hernandez, who was our Spanish teacher. He left us with a few of his famous sayings. How about those F44s and his www.popquiz.com? When someone misbehaved or you were either going to get an F or a 4 or the whole class got a pop quiz. Mr. Hernandez was just one of the teachers we lost after 6th grade. We also lost Mr. Martin, who was the 6th grade teacher, and Mr. Council, who was the principal. So let me tell you about a few of the memories. Mr. Martin was a teacher that everyone wanted in 8th grade. Unfortunately, he retired before we had the opportunity. At least we had him for 6th grade history. When we were little, we used to be scared of him. Come to think of it, some of us are. He used to make fun of everyone and anyone, even his own mother. His way of teaching, his jokes left a huge impact on all of our lives. When Mr. Council left, almost everyone cried. He was a great principal and everyone respected him. The following year, we lost Mr. Gardner, who was our language teacher. If he left us with anything, it was how to handle lots of homework. If there was one thing we could count on, it was homework every night. It had to be in black or blue ink, and it had to be in cursive. Ms. Fernandez came in after Mr. Council and took over. Even though she left a short time after, she was still a part of our lives. Thankfully, we have Ms. Karen, Ms. Mosquita, and Mr. Hofstadter, and the rest of the faculty to pick up the pieces and get us through our 8th grade year. Oh, let's not forget all the help from Mr. Hanna that he has given us in his short time here. The 9 years most of us have been a persistent magnet has been challenging. We could all say that we couldn't wait to get out of this school, but when reality hit, we all are feeling a little bit sad. Today, we will move on to other areas of Connecticut.
Don't cry, Danielle.
Others to different states and the rest to different high schools. I wish all my fellow graduates the best of luck in their future, and I hope we stay in touch over the years. Congratulations to the class of 2006. Thank you. Now I would like to introduce Destiny Billy, fundraising chairperson.
Hi, my name is Destiny
name is Kelly Schedinger.
My name is David O'Neill.
We are two of the fundraising chairpersons for the Working Together Club.
We are happy to introduce the presentations of awards. Ms. Carey will present the James Carey Math Award.
Good afternoon. I'd like to present this award to the student for her determination and hard work and her devotion to excellence in education. This is the James Carey Math Award from the club.
Mr. Hofstetter will present the James Carey History Award.
Oh, 06. What can I say? Well, when you present an award, you usually don't think of the word lazy as something that goes along with the award. But this award is actually for the most improved history student. And at the beginning of the year, this student was without a doubt my laziest student. He once handed me a paper that was downloaded from the internet. Most students, I think, you guys are creative. You change a few words, maybe the author's name on the paper. He forgot to change the author's name on the paper. It had a cover page with his name on it and somebody else's paper. So I handed it back to him and I said, you gotta redo this. I gave him a chance. Well, he took it and he changed a few words in the author's name and he handed it in again. But after a conversation with his mother, I saw his mother almost every single week, and she always had the same question: when is the test? When is the test? But that was a great thing, because as a result, David Chandraswan, I think that's how you pronounce it, his grade went up to a B+ from a D. So David Chandraswan, if that's how you say it. So David, you got the most improved history award. Come on up. I think this one also comes with a check.
Missy Mosquito will present the Margaret College Reading Award.
Good afternoon. This year, the most outstanding student in reading, the award is a monetary award given by the Margaret Goncalves Association. And this year, this goes to David Chandraswan. Next, we'd like to present the Excellence in Citizenship Award. This award has been awarded from the Office of the Secretary of State, and this year, this award goes to Danielle Rivera. This next award is given from the BCAS Award, Scholarship Award. It's the Bridgeport Council of Administrators and Supervisors. And this also is a monetary award, and this year it goes to Timothy Payne. Next, we have an award that is from the BEA, Bridgeport Bridgeport Education Association. And this is an award that goes to our valedictorian and salutatorian. First, our salutatorian, Danielle Rivera. And to our valedictorian, Timothy Pang. Okay, these next two awards also go to our salutatorian and valedictorian. See, it pays to study. This is from the Park City Magnet School PTO Parents Teachers Organization, and this is also monetary awards. First goes to our salutatorian, Danielle Rivera. And our valedictorian, Timothy Pang. Okay, next I would like to ask the academic teachers to come on up and give their awards out.
All right, we have a lot of great history students this year. This wasn't easy. So before we present top male and top female, I would just like to say we had a handful of students that received A's, and I think they should all get a mention tonight. Tamara Falcon, Veronica Ortiz, Danielle Rivera, Conrad DeJesus, Jay Mehta, Ayo Amu, John Galarza, and Kevin If. They all received A's in my class. Outstanding. Now, for top male history student, we have Timmy Pang. All right, Timmy, excellent job. Even when Timmy was trying to sneak in a few games on his Game Boy under the desk, he still managed the highest average. And for top female, Yoshiko Watson. Outstanding. Thank you, Yoshiko. All right, I will also be giving out the Science Award this year. And let's see. And once again, we have Timmy Pang. Come on back up here. Nice job. And top science award for the female, we have Yoshiko Wasner. All right, 06, I just want to say you guys have been great to teach this year. Thank you very much. I really
Language Arts Most Improved goes to David Chandrasekun. Also Most Improved in Reading, Rodney Lanham. Also in reading, Yoshika Watson. Okay, top awards in language arts. Tamara Falcon. Jay Mehta. Timothy Pang. And also in language arts, Lynette Sadler.
Jasmine Crawl. Monique Buck. These next two awards are for highest average in math and algebra 1. Highest average, Timothy Pang. These averages here are honored for all 4 marking periods. Angelique Carolinas. Jasmine Crowe. David J. Ross. Lena Nguyen. Veronica Ortiz. I just want to make special mention of the next one. It was a 4.0. Danielle Rivera. Perfect attendance. Asia Williams. Tamara Falcon.
Sadler. First honors, Ayokunle Amu. Jay Mehta. John Galarza. And Timothy Peng. Kiana Butler. Rafael Crespo. John Galarza. Jaquisha Griffin. Jay Mehta. Timothy Peng.
The first two awards I have are for excellence in chorus, and these two students.
Those of you that were lucky enough to be here a little bit early, the 8th grade band put on a performance, about a 20-minute program of their own. And they were wonderful. They were wonderful. Every one of them is accomplished, every one of them has been respectful for 4 years. It's a marvelous group. I'm not just losing some wonderful musicians. I feel like I'm losing some friends too. Wonderful, wonderful people. It was very difficult to pick a few out of this group that maybe excelled above the rest. But this year's awards go to Kyle Brown, Adrian Mordu, and John Galarza.
Tyler Johnson. Rafael Crespo. Carlos Rosales. Conrad de Jesus. David Nguyen. Sarap Sanal.